In addition, again, I have a number of requests to speak. I think a lot of them address the faculty contract. The faculty contract is going to be pulled from tonight's agenda and no action taken. That said, I know people have come out to speak on this, and I am not going to deny anyone the opportunity to speak and address that issue if they so choose. But given financial circumstances, given the economic conditions we face, at this point, we have been asked to and will pull that item. Let me now turn to public comments. And rank has its privileges, so let me have the privilege of introducing the Orange County Treasurer Tax Collector as our first speaker of the evening, and that would be Chris Street. Mr. Street, welcome.
Great, thank you. Chris Street, Orange County Treasurer. I'm joined today by
Anna Bryson from the Orange County Treasurer Tax Collector's Office and a trustee of Capistrano Unified School District.
I am not here to speak in any way, shape, or form regarding salary or faculty issues, but rather to give you some sense of facts of the situation here in Orange County. I have wonderful news for you. Orange County collected about $89 million more in property tax collection for the December 10th tax drop. That's on top of a record $305 million for the prior two tax collections the year before. Our percentage of collections for unsecured taxes, these might be your boat, your jet ski, or some other piece of industrial equipment, has gone from 93% paid on time to 98%. Our collection of secured property taxes has gone from 92% to 95%. So in every way, shape, and form, we are far superior in performance than virtually any other tax collecting district in the state of California. And that's the good news. As a basic aid district, of course, you're directly impacted by those issues. I wasn't able to get the specific dollar issues for this district, but normally basic aid are usually 15% or so higher than the normal apportionment for a similar organization. Unfortunately, that is the good news. What is coming in the next year is something that will viscerally impact virtually everyone in the state of California who deals with property tax. This year, our property tax assessment, or what the valuation of the properties in Orange County, were actually up about 7%. Now, that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense unless you understood that assessment is off of a period January 1 prior to the tax collection. So in January 1, I think everyone here January 20th of 09 would be thrilled to be able to sell their house for the price that it was worth on January 1 of 08. We're having a new assessment right now. Instead of being up about 7% assessments and collections up once again outperforming up 8.5%, this year we expect assessments to be flat to slightly up. The following year, we expect assessments to be down 7 to 10%. Orange County has 885,000 parcels. Those 885,000 parcels, people don't realize that under Prop 13, the values are so low on the books that they rise by about 2% per year. So even in sort of a turning point, the property values are rising. So government doesn't feel the direct impact sometimes that perhaps a business might feel, but it catches up, and when it catches up, it's going to be very disheartening. I've been told by the Orange County Assessor, Mr. Webster Guillory, that he will be reassessing down 220,000 properties in the County of Orange this year. Now those are administrative reassessments down, and that's before we have our appeals. Our appeals 2 years ago ran about 2,000 properties. This last year it was 15,000 properties, and we're gearing up this year to be 56,000 properties. On top of that, 220,000 that we will administratively mark down. The county has announced 212 layoffs. We are preparing 700 more. Now, Orange County is a very fortunate county because of our location, our business, and other issues. But the things that are affecting the state of California are going to quickly catch up to all of us. So I'm not here to tell you what's the right thing to do, but I am here to say that you need to have a good perspective, that as someone who has worked closely with a strong organization and maximized every performance number possible, that we are facing real challenges. For example, I finance what's called the Teeter program, where this is if somebody doesn't pay their taxes, Orange County pays it for you. Basically for cities and other districts, I'm not sure how it works in basic aid, but we basically forward you the money and finance it. In the last year, that number has risen from $79 million to $180 million. My expectation for next year's underpayment, essentially delinquents, is somewhere in the area of $300 million. So it's a wonderful time. The tax revenue has really rolled in. I think everybody's been fortunate to be Orange County, but you're going to face the next 2 to 3 years some rather extreme challenges. I'm happy to give you any data, anytime, or answer any question, but to the best of my belief, we're facing some really hard challenges.
Trustee Williams. Thank you. Chris, good evening. It's good to see you.
I see, John.
I brought tonight to our board meeting the County of Orange, the 2008 Strategic Financial Plan, which I believe was accepted by the Board of Supervisors at the December 16 meeting. And in this document, page 17, the percent change Orange County secured assessment roll of value. Are you familiar with that? The projections,
Yes.
just for example, the percent for 08-09 shows a 3% increase from 07-08, which was 8.9, very high, 11.2 the year prior. Projecting 09-10, 1.5%. It moves up 11-12, 3.3. So are these numbers out now? Is this
those are the numbers that the board is using. I'm giving you, the numbers that the Orange County Treasurer and the Orange County Assessor are using. For example, you'll find this very artful, that the state of California is facing a $42 billion deficit. They're assuming 6.5% increase in assessed valuation. There is no county in California that assumes higher than, even the most optimistic county is Los Angeles, assumes 2 to 3.5%, but there is no county over 3.5%. So those numbers you're seeing, they don't always ask me, John, my opinion.
Thank you.
And they don't always, come and sit down and pound the numbers the way we do it.
Okay.
But
So would these be from the economists from California?
I think that our economist, who also happens to be the economist for the California State Real Estate Association, Realtors Association, but I'm just giving you my perceptions and hopefully the facts that I know.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions? Thank you. Appreciate you coming here tonight.